Okay guys, so here's our new case of Humanitarian Rations. It was inspected January of 24 and has a best by date of 11/24/2026. Now we're never going to know what's in here. It's always a surprise. There's supposed to be 5 different menus and 2 of each. And one by one, I'm going to test these. First I'm going to have to get them open. Pretty well sealed. Now remember, these are designed to be dropped out of an airplane if needed. That's not to say you might be caught in a hurricane and FEMA backs up a semi truck and starts unloading these. Man. Success. Okay guys, so here we have Humanitarian Daily Ration number 1. I'm going to have to look these up and tell you what the menu is, because it doesn't say on the outside of the package, but these are the pink ones that they talked about, so they don't look like a cluster bomb. Although I guarantee you, if you get hit on the head by one of these falling out of an airplane, you're probably going to feel like you got hit by a cluster bomb. Here's number 2, Daily Ration number 2. Daily Ration number 3. So it's convenient that they sent me the first 5. I think there's 14 menus. Here's number 4. And here's number 5. Now before I go on with my video, I'm going to get my scale out, because these are fairly substantial in weight. I thought off the cuff they weren't going to weigh that much, and when I lifted that box, I was kind of surprised how much that box weighed. It weighs too much to put on my scale, but I can weigh one package and multiply it by 10 here. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like one of these weighs 2.9 pounds. Let me just weigh That was the number 3. Let me weigh another one and see if they're all the same or if they can be a little different. Here's the number 5. 2.8 pounds. Let's try one more. Here's the number 2, and it's 2.5 pounds. So let's just say, for the sake of an argument, they all weigh 2.5 pounds now. This is about a 30 pound for a case of these things. It's 30 pounds of a case. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go and start consuming. We'll start with a number 1, and then on another day we'll have a number 2, and so on. I've also ordered some MREs, just military MREs. So I guess for the next couple of weeks you'll be seeing
okay,
me do
guys,
some
let's talk about Humanitarian Daily Rations,
consuming some of
otherwise
these,
known as HDRs or
Humanitarian Daily Rations.
They are food rations manufactured in the United States, intended to be supplied to civilians and other non-military personnel in a humanitarian crisis. Each is intended to serve as a single person's full daily food supply and contains somewhat over 2,200 calories. They have shelf lives of about 3 years, so they're not suitable for long-term food storage. And their contents are designed to be acceptable to a variety of religious and ethnic groups. The meals cost approximately 1/5 the cost of a meal ready to eat, or an MRE, or about $4.70 in 2012. I got 10 of these on Amazon to do food reviews, and I paid $30.50. So I paid less than $4.70. The rations were first used in Bosnia in 1993 as part of Operation Provide Promise. The meals are designed to be able to survive being airdropped without a parachute. And let me tell you, this box of 10 weighed more than I expected. I would not want to be standing under it while it dropped without a parachute. This is safer for refugees than parachuting large pallets of rations, as well as preventing meal hoarding by those able to seize a single large delivery. HDRs are made available through organizations such as the Salvation Army to aid victims of poverty in the United States, and were distributed during Hurricane Katrina. So you might be getting some of these from FEMA if you're involved in a natural disaster here at home in the U.S. Hurricane Rita to victims of disasters by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA. Before HDR was made available, the United States provided military meals ready to eat for famine victims. Aid agencies compared that the MREs were too high in protein, indigestible. Aid agencies complained that MREs were too high in protein, indigestible, and violated religious taboos. In some cases, famine victims went into shock after eating large MRE meals. By the time the creation of the HDR, the Department of Defense had almost depleted its stock of MREs in the post-Gulf War period, having distributed 53 million MREs between 1990 and 1993. The end of the Cold War caused reductions in military funding, prompting DoD to rethink its approach to aid. Furthermore, MRE producers found the profit in producing MRE marginal and wanted to expand to foreign and civilian markets. The HDR provided a solution to all the problems. It is safe to provide to famine victims, cheap enough to distribute broadly, and provide large potential market to contractors. The HDR packages are delivered in cases. Each contains a small selection of food based on predetermined menus. An accessory pack containing red pepper, pepper, salt, sugar, spoon, matches, and an alcohol-free moist towelette and a napkin. HDRs are typically dropped into disaster area on large pallets from the time they were created and used in 1993 to November 2001. HDRs were packaged with bright yellow outer plastic covering. The choice of the color provided to be problematic in areas of the world cluster bombs were being used, and as the bombs were the same shade of yellow. You think you're getting cluster bombed and they're actually dropping a food ration on you. Recipients of the ration sometimes confuse the ration package for undetonated cluster bombs, often spotting the bright color from the distance and making an incorrect assumption. This prompted the United States government to reissue the packages with a deep salmon pink outer covering to distinguish them from the bombs. This color has been used in the HDR manufacturing process. HDRs are produced by the United States and are manufactured by the same companies that produce MREs, designed for the United States Armed Forces. Like MREs, the food components are designed so they can be consumed without requiring additional preparation, including cooking. They do not include flameless ration heater, that's an FRH, which are found in MREs. Okay, so now you know what Humanitarian Daily Ration is all about. I'm going to make this my introduction video, and one by one I'll make videos that are of these first 5 menus, so you can get a look at what they are, and I'll consume them and rate them and tell you what I think about them. But I'm gonna stop this video here, and what I'll do is one by one, as I release the other videos, I will link them, and I'll also make a playlist. So if you go to my Just Eat It YouTube main page, you'll see links there, and click the playlist link and look for the MRE list of videos. These videos will be there with the other MRE videos I've made. I've got some homemade MREs, and I'll be having some other MREs that I've bought to review. And thanks for dropping by today, guys. Be sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the playlist bell so you'll know when I post these new MRE videos. And I'm going to cut it off here, guys. I'm going to be making some more videos all the time. God bless y'all, and thanks for dropping by.